Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we dive deep into all the drama, twists, and turns of your favorite soap operas. Today we're talking about one of the most intriguing storylines on The Bold and the Beautiful, the upcoming wedding of Carter Walton and Daphne Rose. If you're a longtime fan like me, you know Carter has been chasing that happily ever after for what feels like forever. But is this finally his moment, or is there something shady lurking in Daphne's past? We're going to break it all down in this epic video. Grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any spoilers. Let's jump right in. First off, let's set the scene for those who might be new to The Bold and the Beautiful or need a quick refresher. This iconic soap has been on the air since 1987, created by William J. Bell and Lee Phillip Bell. It's all about the glamorous world of fashion, family feuds, and forbidden romances in Los Angeles, centered around the Forrester family and their rivals. We've seen everything from corporate takeovers to love triangles that span decades. And right now, the spotlight is on Carter Walton, played by the talented Lawrence St. Victor, who's been a staple on the show since 2013. Carter started as the Forrester family's lawyer, but he's evolved into so much more. A romantic lead who's had his heart broken time and time again. Carter's romantic history is like a roller coaster that never stops. Let's rewind a bit. Back in 2013, Carter was engaged to Maya Avant, but that fell apart when Maya's secret past as a transgender woman came out, not because of that, but due to all the drama surrounding Rick Forrester. Then there was Zoe Buckingham, another engagement that crashed and burned because Zoe was playing games with Carter while eyeing Zend Forrester. Remember that? Carter walked in on Zoe kissing Zend right before their wedding. And who could forget his steamy affair with Quinn Fuller? That was explosive. Quinn was married to Eric Forrester at the time, and their secret rendezvous led to some of the show's hottest scenes. But even that didn't lead to marriage. Quinn went back to Eric, leaving Carter heartbroken once more. Fast forward to more recent years and Carter's been involved with Katie Logan, Paris Buckingham, Zoe's sister. Talk about family drama. And most notably Hope Logan. His relationship with Hope was intense. They even got engaged after Carter helped Hope take over Forrester Creations in a bold power move. But as we all know from the spoilers, that didn't last. Hope and Carter's romance fizzled amid betrayals and shifting alliances, paving the way for Daphne Rose to enter the picture. Daphne, portrayed by newcomer Muriel Hilaire, burst onto the scene in 2025 as a world-renowned fragrance expert from France. She's described as the most famous nose in all of France, specializing in creating perfume lines for luxury brands. But her arrival wasn't just about scents and glamour. Oh no, there was a plot twist from the start. Daphne was initially recruited by Steffi Forrester as a mole to seduce Carter and break up his relationship with Hope, all in an effort to reclaim control of Forrester Creations for the Forrester family. Steffi, ever the schemer, thought Daphne could use her charm and beauty to sway Carter away from Hope's side. At first, it seemed like Daphne was playing along perfectly. She flirted with Carter, shared passionate moments, and even kissed him while he was still with Hope. Hope caught them in the act, leading to major fallout. But here's where it gets interesting. Daphne started developing real feelings for Carter. What began as a calculated seduction turned into genuine romance. She confessed her affections, urged Carter to leave Hope. And when he initially rejected her, she even threatened to return to Paris heartbroken. Now in 2026 things have flipped. Carter and Daphne are engaged and they're eagerly planning their wedding. According to recent episodes and spoilers, Carter surprised Daphne with a romantic French dinner in the Forrester showroom, where they discussed wedding details like choosing Steffi as matron of honor and Ridge as best man. They even settled on the Forrester showroom as their wedding venue. How poetic, right? It's where so much drama unfolds daily. But Carter's enthusiasm is palpable. He's been trying to get to the altar for nearly a decade, engaged more times than some characters have changed hairstyles. He's proposed to Maya, Zoe, Paris, Quinn in a way, Katie, Hope, the list goes on. Is he so desperate for a wife that he's ignoring some serious red flags about Daphne? That's the million-dollar question, folks. We know next to nothing about Daphne Rose's personal life or her relationship history. She's a fragrance guru, sure. She's created iconic perfume lines and has connections in the fashion world. But beyond that, crickets. Where is she from originally? Who are her family and friends? Has she been married before? The show has kept her backstory shrouded in mystery, which is classic soap opera territory for upcoming bombshells. And let's not forget what showrunner Bradley Bell teased months ago. The writers are set to explore more of Daphne's backstory this year, with someone from her past popping up in Los Angeles. That someone could be a game changer, especially now that wedding invitations are going out. Imagine this. Carter and Daphne are picking out cakes, selecting flowers and dreaming of their perfect day. Carter's pouring his heart and soul into it, determined not to let this one slip away like all the others. But as they send those invites, word spreads. If Daphne has a disgruntled ex back home, maybe in Paris or wherever her roots are, he's bound to hear about it. What if he shows up in LA to crash the wedding? Or worse, what if Daphne is already married and forgot to get a divorce? That would be a classic B&B twist, echoing past storylines like when Brooke Logan's marriages overlapped or when Ridge's Vegas wedding to Shauna turned out to be invalid. Let's speculate a bit more on that. Daphne's mysterious aura screams hidden secrets. She's sophisticated, beautiful, and successful, but soaps love to give characters like her a dark past. Maybe she's fleeing a bad marriage, or perhaps she's a gold digger eyeing Carter's position at Forrester Creations. Carter's not just a lawyer anymore. He's a key player in the company with wealth and influence. Could Daphne be using him to solidify her place in the fashion world? Her initial role as Steffi's mole already shows she's capable of deception. Even though she fell for him for real, who's to say old habits don't die hard? Diving deeper into fan theories, there's some wild stuff out there. On Reddit, one Daphne might be Ridge Forrester's long-lost love child from a forgotten affair in Paris. That would shake up the entire family dynamic. Imagine Ridge discovering he has another daughter and how that would affect Steffi, Thomas, and the rest. It could explain why Daphne was so easily pulled into Steffi's scheme. Maybe there's an unconscious family connection. If true, it would change Carter's life forever, tying him into the Forrester clan in unexpected ways. Other fans speculate her past involves a tragic loss, like a deceased spouse, or even criminal activity tied to the fragrance industry. Think corporate espionage or stolen formulas. And let's talk about the actors bringing this to life. Lawrence St. Victor has been phenomenal as Carter. He's brought depth to a character who's often the nice guy, who finishes last. His chemistry with previous co-stars like Rena Sofer Quinn was off the charts, and now with Muriel Hilaire there's a fresh spark. Hilaire, who joined in 2025, has a background in French theater and modeling, which fits Daphne's elegant persona perfectly. She's spoken in interviews about how exciting it is to play a character with layers, hinting that Daphne's backstory will surprise everyone. That's code for a major drama ahead. Comparing this to other B&B weddings, remember Brooke and Ridge's countless ceremonies? Or Steffi and Finn's beach wedding interrupted by Sheila. Weddings on this show are never smooth. They're plot devices for chaos. Carter's past attempts at marriage have all been derailed. Maya's secrets, Zoe's infidelity, Hope's indecision. If Daphne's ex shows up, it could mirror those but with a French twist. Perhaps her brother or a hot sibling arrives, shaking up the romantic scene in LA as teased in spoilers. In conclusion, is Daphne hiding something? Absolutely, based on teases. Already married? Possible. Gold digger? Maybe. Ex crashing? Likely. Poor Carter. Will he finally get his happy ending? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe for more B&B breakdowns. Check back for daily spoilers. Thanks for watching.